Well, it was rumoured the other day that Ange Postecoglou would join Tottenham Hotspurs as their coach, and it is now official. We got 4-year deal, which is awesome. Congratulations.
Well done, Ange.
We had Chris Cowlin on, the super fan who runs his own YouTube channel for the Tottenham fans. He's on the line now. Hey, Chris, one exciting about Ange being appointed, but you did warn us that there's a big job at hand. Does the 4 years cover it?
Rowie, Timmy, good day to you. Thanks for having me back on. 4-year deal. We're absolutely delighted as Tottenham Hotspur fans because it is a huge job to go into, but it shows real intent from the club that this is a big project that they are trusting and Postecoglou to come in and do the best job he can. But what we're all loving at the moment is he's such a positive guy. He connects with the fans. He communicates with the fans. He knows what it means to win. He's a born winner. And it's so funny. I've never seen anything like it of so many fans here in the UK, particularly Tottenham fans, that were very sceptical. And now they've done their research on this guy. And now everyone is super positive, super excited. And we're all looking forward to seeing what happens next. But we're all absolutely delighted. And it's very important as well for the club that he links up with the academy, because in recent years we haven't really used our academy as we should have done. And he gets that, and he wants to entertain, and we cannot wait to be entertained because we need positivity at the club. But this is a very positive move from Tottenham Hotspur and a very progressive move, so we're all very pleased.
Is that one of the things, Chris, in the past, some of the European managers are a very negative style, because you're not going to get that from Ange?
Well, I think, previously we've brought in 2 win-now managers. They've come in and everyone's expected them to deliver trophies, deliver success. That hasn't happened. We were disappointed. Well, most of us were disappointed when we sacked Pochettino back in 2019. So the last 4 years we seem to have gone round in circles. But a 4-year deal for Ange, I think, is really, really pleasing, because it just shows that the club are willing to give someone time. Ange is going to need time and patience. We saw what job he did 2 years ago at Celtic. He transformed that club. He delivered 5 trophies in 2 years, which is absolutely remarkable, bearing in mind where they were the year before. But I can't see any negatives at the moment with Ange. We had Craig and I on the podcast last night had a Celtic fan on, and he said the only negative thing was the jumpers that he wears, and that will do for me.
You can't see any negatives, Chris, but I don't want you looking for them. But I can declare now I'm your new super fan, because I've boned Queen's Park Rangers, my team.
Off QPR.
I'm off QPR. I'm a Spurs fan. But we'll bring up Craig Dearman. Craig's now also on the YouTube with Chris Cowlin. Now, Craig, I want you to have a listen to this. This was you a few days ago.
I'll be brutally honest. I don't know tons about Postecoglou. I don't really watch much fish football. Obviously, I'll get behind him. I'll get behind him if he's announced the boss. But I'm still, if you're asking me my initial thoughts on it, I'm literally 50 about how I feel about it. Brutally honest, I don't actually know how I feel about it.
Do you know what you feel about it now, Craig? Have you done your homework? You're not going to pot him from the cheap seats?
Good day, Rowie. Good day.
How are you, buddy?
Australia. Lovely to be on. And I think the stream went a bit dodgy there, because it did sound like fish football, but I actually
Didn't it?
I don't know much about his football, so
Okay.
so that must have been a bit lost. So, but yeah, do you know what? Shame on me for being so ignorant about the guy. Now I've done my research, as Chris said, and I've watched YouTube videos. I've spoken to Ali. If you haven't listened to the podcast last night, absolutely superb description of how the guy plays. I absolutely love this guy now, and I think he's exactly what we need at Tottenham. And it just the way his coaching is, how he brings through the youth, I think he's going to be a breath of fresh air. And as Chris said, a 4-year contract, it's exactly what we need. And I'm 100% behind this guy. And I think, like I say, he's exactly what we need. And I'm really excited about the season coming up now and what he can do for us.
Yeah, I love you, Craig. I love you, Chris. Can I join your podcast, because I'm now a new super fan, because I'm an Ange fan? Well, you think about him. He's won championships in Australia, Japan, Scotland, an Asian Cup for our national team. Everything he touches, it doesn't turn to gold. It takes time. He unites people. He makes them believe in the faith of what he does. He makes them believe, and they're special managers. You've got a bloody ripper, you two, so strap yourselves in for the ride.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Okay, and don't be strangers, you two. Now that I've had a little fight with you, a little ding-dong, we're now mates.
You're absolutely right, mate. This is definitely the break that he needs, and I'm so glad that we are the club that he's going to get that big break in the English Premier League, because as we've said, everywhere he's gone, he has delivered success, and it is all about this break, and hopefully he will grab it. And, there's a lot to do at the club, so I wish him all the best.
Go the Spurs.
How good's that?
Thanks, Chris and Craig.
Well done, man.
Tottenham, absolute super fans. Brilliant stuff. Love it. Well, it was